Ukrainian drone attack on Russian airbase kills 3. According to Moscow, 3 Russian service members were killed during a Ukrainian drone attack on a Russian military airbase, the latest clear display of Kyiv's ability to strike military targets within Russia. The attack on the Engels air station in the Saratov region, which serves as a hub for Russia's combat aircraft, is the second this month. Despite its small size, it reminded Moscow that even forces deep within its borders might be attacked, prompting the Kremlin to divert resources and leaders' attention. The strike also represents a conflict waging far from the front lines of the war. Russia is deploying missiles and drones in an attempt to undermine Ukraine's infrastructure, particularly its electrical grid, in order to drain the Ukrainian civilian spirit. Simultaneously, suspected Ukrainian attacks are aimed at Russia's ability to carry out those strikes. Kyiv did not react immediately to the event. Ukraine does not usually publicly claim responsibility for assaults in Russia. However, Kyiv has consistently attempted to demonstrate to the Kremlin that, despite its soldiers occupying vast sections of Ukraine and causing havoc in people's lives, Russia must also remain vigilant. The loss of the Russian cruiser Moskva, the flagship of its Black Sea Fleet, in April and the October attack on Russia's Kerch Strait bridge were among the most prominent reminders, but Ukraine has maintained a steady drumbeat of lesser strikes and incursions. According to Russia's defense ministry, a Ukrainian aerial drone was shot down by Russian air defenses as it neared the facility overnight. According to the ministry, 3 service members were killed by falling debris from the craft, but no warplanes were damaged. Locals heard an explosion and witnessed a fire at the base, which is about 350 miles from the Ukrainian border, according to Russian social media networks. Russia has previously claimed that no planes were damaged in Ukrainian attacks, only for satellite photographs to show that they were incorrect. On December 5, Russian officials stated that Ukrainian drones attacked Engels and another site in Ryazan, killing 3 servicemen and wounding 4 more. Engels has been used to conduct air attacks and missile strikes against Ukraine. According to military analysts, Russia has deployed long-range planes stationed at the site to launch cruise missiles against Ukraine. The bombers can also carry nuclear weapons and are part of Russia's nuclear triad, along with land-based and submarine-launched nuclear missiles. The Federal Security Service said it averted one such attack, indicating that Russian security services are working to meet Kremlin demands to tighten down on possible sabotage in Russia. On Sunday, the service said it killed 4 Ukrainian saboteurs with machine guns and explosive devices who were attempting to breach the Russian border in the Bryansk region, southwest of Moscow. Last week, Russian President Vladimir Putin urged Russian security agencies to be extra watchful against spies, traitors, and saboteurs. The heavy battle resumed in Ukraine's east, with Russia attempting to take Bakhmut in the eastern Donetsk region, while Ukraine pushed farther north in the Luhansk region. Ukraine reclaimed ground in the country's northeast and south in recent months, although the winter has seen slower progress for Ukrainians in Luhansk and Russians in Bakhmut. According to Serhiy Haidai, the top Ukrainian commander for Luhansk, Ukrainian troops are closing in on the city of Kremen and fighting Russians nearby. The Ukrainian soldiers have the upper hand. They're moving forward, Mr. Haidai stated. Mr. Haidai stated that the situation for people in newly liberated regions by the Ukrainian army was challenging due to Russian fire. According to him, Ukrainian authorities are removing the injured and providing medical and food to those who stay. Senior military authorities in Russia have stated that the country will improve its air and defense capabilities. The statement comes after Mr. Putin stated on Sunday that Moscow remains dedicated to the fight and that the Russian people are willing to endure a protracted conflict. Mr. Putin has also recently offered to arm the Russian military with whatever weapons are required to win the battle. Mr. Putin convened a summit of the heads of the Commonwealth of Independent States, an international organization comprised of a dozen countries, including Russia, Belarus, and Kazakhstan, in St. Petersburg. Mr. Putin discussed their security and cultural cooperation, emphasizing the need of using Russian as a method of international communication. He called Russia a great bonding force unifying our multinational states, and said new efforts to promote it will be launched next year. The Kremlin earlier stated that one of the key motivations for its campaign on Ukraine was to safeguard the Russian language and culture. For more information, please subscribe to my channel.